Well met. Update 24. It's a grand occasion. My last update. And I think this should be the second to last update before the end of this big old crazy darn wacky Kickstarter. $3 million over the weekend. Amazing. You now have a stronghold. Congrats. A full stronghold in addition to the player house and everything else that you've helped fund. And it's within the realm of the possibility of belief, possibly, that we could hit 3.5 million. There's probably about 30-ish hours left before you're going to actually see this update. Who knows where we'll go, but it's been amazing and incredible. Thank you so much. As for today's update, it's supposed to be a lore update today. I kind of combined lore and some mechanics to talk about a subject, life and death. Pretty broad. So the things I talk about are the state of mortality in this world. It's a little different from a lot of fantasy worlds. There's not a lot of curative magic. You don't have a lot of people running around casting Cure Light Wounds or Cure Disease or Raise Dead or any of that handy stuff. It doesn't really exist. When people get sick, they either die on their own or they recover or a doctor helps them and then they die faster. It's not a great state, medicine, in this land. And so mortality is a bigger deal here than it is in a lot of fantasy settings, I'd say. It's not hopelessly terrible, but it's not easy. So that's a big deal. Also, I talked a little bit about stamina and health, which is our damage mechanic. Instead of going into detail about it, you can check it out in the text. But the idea is that stamina is kind of quick temp hit points that you lose pretty rapidly and recover rapidly. And then health is your actual bodily damage, and that comes back more slowly, and it usually requires rest, and it's kind of a strategic long-term resource to manage as you're out and about. So yeah, that's in there. Also, I talk a little bit about why people worship gods. It might not make sense in a world where people can just tap into their power of their souls and do crazy stuff however they want. But there are reasons why people follow gods. Some of those are well-founded beliefs, others are less well-founded. But there are reasons. Some of it's tradition, some of it's belief in a big karmic cycle involving their soul being reborn. So that's a hoot. Also, I talk a little bit about necromancy, what it means in this world, what people's reactions to it are, ranging from, that's kind of neat, let's find out about the grand cycle of life and death and rebirth. And other people say, please don't do that, I will murder you if you try to uncover the secrets of our universe. It's scary. So talk about that a lot. And that's what's covered in the lore update. Something to keep in mind is that tonight at 5 p.m., which as a DM I'm going to say it really means 6 p.m. At 5 p.m., we're going to start setting up to play D&D, and we're going to stream it. So there should be a link in the update. Also, like I said, it's going to start at 5 Pacific time. Realistically, as a person who has DM'd off and on for about 25 years, there is no way that's going to happen in less than an hour. So 6 o'clock is when we're going to stop screwing around and start playing D&D, and that's going to be great. I'm going to be DMing 3.5 Forgotten Realms, 5 characters, 7th level. The adventure is called Blood in the Brine, because I'm an idiot. I don't actually know what the adventure is going to be about yet. I'm going to figure that out tomorrow afternoon. It'll be fun. And then tomorrow for you, Tuesday, starting at noon Pacific time, it's party time, the celebration of the ending of Kickstarter for us. At Obsidian, we're going to be counting down the last hours of the funding drive. I'm not even going to tell you what Fergus and Adam and Rob and all these guys have talked about doing. Wild and wacky stuff. I'm probably going to just observe them being goofy, but I'll be there. So it's going to be something else. And yeah, last update. Thanks a ton. I'm here with my cat somewhere. She's excited about the end of the Kickstarter drive. It might not look like it, but she's passed out. She's so excited. So thanks a bunch. And we got a little over a day now. And let's see what we can do. Thanks a lot.